Okay, welcome to the critical period and constitution test. Part 1 is multiple choice. Just choose the best answer. Number 1, which general was the commander in charge of the colonial rebel army? George Washington, George Cornwallis, Paul Revere, or Patrick Henry? Number 2, what virus was killing many colonial soldiers until they took a gamble and got a vaccine? Was this polio, the influenza, smallpox, or COVID-19? Number 3, where did the colonial soldiers learn effective battle strategies like reloading rifles, using bayonets, and moving barracks accordingly from Baron von Steuben? Was that Yorktown, Valley Forge, Mount Vernon, or New York? Number 4, how did the Culper Gang help the Patriots' cause during the war? They spied to collect and share intelligence about the enemy. They loaned money to the colonial government. They trained rebel soldiers on how to effectively reload rifles, or they helped POWs escape from prison ships in the harbor. Number 5, which document was the framework for the United States government from 1781 to 1789? The current U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, or the Articles of Confederation? So what was the framework for the government right after the Revolution? Part 2 gets us into some more stimulus-based response questions. So for number 6 and 7, base it on this document, the letter from George Washington to a friend about the Articles. Number 6, how does Washington feel about the Articles of Confederation? He believes it's too strong of a central government. He does not prefer 13 separate states against each other. He believes it is an efficient government, or he wants to use his army to attack the federal government. How does Washington feel about the Articles? Number 7, what solution does Washington suggest? Divide the powers among the states, rebel against the government, unite the states under one central government, or distribute property more evenly among the citizens? Numbers 8 through 10 are based on this chart, okay? So you can look at the chart on your left-hand side and flip your page to your right-hand side for 8 and 10. 8 through 10. Number 8, which of the following powers did Congress not have under the Articles of Confederation? Establish a post office, sign a foreign peace treaty, collect taxes and debts from the states, or declare war? Once again, number 8 is looking for what power they did not have. Number 9, why was the national government considered weak during the Articles of Confederation? The government could not collect enough money. The government could not regulate interstate commerce or trade. The government had trouble enforcing its powers, or all of the above. Number 10, the Founding Fathers decided to resolve the issues under the Articles of Confederation. How did they do that? Did they replace the Articles of Confederation with the U.S. Constitution? Did they add a dozen amendments to strengthen the Articles of Confederation? Did they invite foreign nations to the Constitutional Convention to suggest resolutions? Or did they abolish slavery and expand universal suffrage or voting rights to all citizens? Remember, you can pause and rewind at any time to go back, look at the chart, and answer the questions. Okay, same for numbers 12 through 13 is going to be based on this timeline below. Okay, number 12, what was the immediate cause, meaning what happened right before that caused the revision of the Articles of the Confederation? So what was the immediate cause? Was it A, Massachusetts court decisions, B, Shays' Rebellion, C, signing the Constitution, or D, the Constitutional Convention of 1787? Number 13, also based on the timeline. What is the most accurate description of what happened at the Constitutional Convention? A, Massachusetts ruled to abolish slavery. B, farmers rebelled and attacked the Massachusetts courthouse. C, delegates revised and rewrote the Articles of Confederation. Or D, the Articles of Confederation was completely replaced by the U.S. Constitution. Okay, so like I said, you can pause, rewind, scroll back and forth for any of these first 13 questions. The next set of questions will be found on the next video.